Top 10 Health Benefits of Coconut Oil. Brought to you by Healthy RN Ways. Coconut oil is widely marketed as a superfood. It is a plant oil derived from the kernels, meat, and milk of the coconut palm and fruit. It is used as a food oil, and in industrial applications. It has high levels of saturated fat, causing some health authorities to recommend limiting consumption of coconut oil as a food. Coconut oil can be extracted through dry or wet processing. Dry processing requires that the meat be extracted from the shell and dried using fire, sunlight, or kilns to create copra. The copra is pressed or dissolved with solvents, producing the coconut oil and a high-protein, high-fiber mash. The mash is of poor quality for human consumption and is instead fed to ruminants. There is no process to extract protein from the mash. The all-wet process uses coconut milk extracted from raw coconut rather than dried copra. The proteins in the coconut milk create an emulsion of oil and water. The more problematic step is breaking up the emulsion to recover the oil. This used to be done by prolonged boiling, but this produces a discolored oil and is not economical. Modern techniques use centrifuges and pre-treatments including cold, heat, acids, salts, enzymes, electrolysis, shock waves, steam distillation, or some combination thereof. Despite numerous variations and technologies, wet processing is less viable than dry processing due to a 10 to 15% lower yield, even taking into account the losses due to spoilage and pests with dry processing. Wet processes also require investment of equipment and energy, incurring high capital and operating costs. The unique combination of fatty acids in coconut oil may have positive effects on your health, such as boosting fat loss, heart health, and brain function. Here are 10 evidence-based health benefits of coconut oil. 1. Contains healthy fatty acids. Coconut oil is high in certain saturated fats. These fats have different effects in the body compared with most other dietary fats. The fatty acids in coconut oil can encourage your body to burn fat, and they provide quick energy to your body and brain. They also raise HDL, good cholesterol in your blood, which may help reduce heart disease risk. Most dietary fats are categorized as long-chain triglycerides, LCTs, while coconut oil contains some medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs, which are shorter fatty acid chains. When you eat MCTs, they tend to go straight to your liver. Your body uses them as a quick source of energy or turns them into ketones. Ketones can have powerful benefits for your brain, and ketones as a treatment for epilepsy, Alzheimer's disease, and other conditions. Coconut oil is high in MCTs, a type of fat that your body metabolizes differently than most other fats. MCTs are responsible for many of the health benefits of coconut oil. 2. Boost heart health. Coconut is an uncommon food in the Western world, with health-conscious people being the main consumers. However, in some parts of the world, coconut, which is loaded with coconut oil, is a dietary staple that people have thrived on for generations. The population of Tokelau, an island chain in the South Pacific, obtained over 60% of their calories from coconuts. It's not only good overall health but also very low rates of heart disease. Several populations around the world have thrived for generations eating a substantial amount of coconut, and studies show they have good heart health. Coconut oil is about 90% saturated fat, which is a higher percentage than butter, about 64% saturated fat, beef fat, 40%, or even lard, also 40%. Too much saturated fat in the diet is unhealthy because it raises bad LDL cholesterol levels, which increases the risk of heart disease. 3. Encourage fat burning. Obesity is one of the biggest health conditions affecting the Western world today. While some people think obesity is just a matter of how many calories someone eats, the source of those calories is important. Different foods affect your body and hormones in different ways. The fatty acids in coconut oil can encourage your body to burn fat, and they provide quick energy to your body and brain. They also raise HDL, good cholesterol in your blood, which may help reduce heart disease risk. The MCTs in coconut oil can increase the number of calories your body burns compared with longer-chain fatty acids. They examine the health effects of MCTs, excluding lauric acid, which make up only about 14% of coconut oil. There's currently no good evidence to say that eating coconut oil itself will increase the number of calories you expend. Keep in mind that coconut oil is very high in calories and can easily lead to weight gain if eaten it in large amounts. MCTs can increase the number of calories burned over 24 hours by as much as 5%. 4. It has antimicrobial effects. Lauric acid makes up about 50% of the fatty acids in coconut oil. When your body digests lauric acid, it forms a substance called monolaurin. Both lauric acid and monolaurin can kill harmful pathogens, such as bacteria, viruses, and fungi. These substances help kill the bacteria Staphylococcus aureus, which causes staph infections, and the yeast Candida albicans, a common source of yeast infections in humans. There's also some evidence that using coconut oil as a mouthwash, a process called oil pulling, benefits oral hygiene, though researchers consider the evidence weak. There's no evidence that coconut oil reduces your risk of the common cold or other internal infections. Using coconut oil as a mouthwash may prevent mouth infections, but more evidence is needed. The medium-chain fatty acids in coconut oil have antimicrobial properties that can help protect against harmful microorganisms. This is especially important for skin health, as many types of skin infections, including acne, cellulitis, folliculitis and athlete's foot, are caused by bacteria or fungi. 5. It reduces hunger. One interesting feature of MCTs is that they may reduce hunger. This may be related to the way your body metabolizes fats, because ketones can reduce a person's appetite. This effects were to persist over the long term, it could lead to reduced body weight over several years. Although coconut oil is one of the richest natural sources of MCTs, there's no evidence that coconut oil intake reduces appetite more than other oils. Coconut oil is less filling than MCT oil. MCTs can significantly reduce appetite, which may lead to reduced body weight over the long term. Coconut oil may increase feelings of fullness and enhance appetite regulation. Adding fat-rich foods like coconut oil to meals may increase stomach volume, inducing greater sensations of fullness than low-fat meals. Coconut oil is a good source of MCT, medium-chain triglycerides. It may be beneficial to helping you lose weight. A lot of it depends on your DNA, but consuming lower carbs and higher protein, fat, and fiber can help you feel full longer. 6. It reduces seizures. Researchers are currently studying the ketogenic diet, which is very low in carbs and high in fats, to treat various disorders. The best-known therapeutic use of this diet is treating drug-resistant epilepsy in children. The diet dramatically reduces the rate of seizures in children with epilepsy, even those who haven't had success with multiple types of drugs. Reducing carb intake and increasing fat intake leads to greatly increased concentrations of ketones in the blood. Because the MCTs in coconut oil get transported to your liver and turned into ketones, healthcare professionals may use a modified keto diet that includes MCTs and a more generous carb allowance to induce ketosis and help treat epilepsy. The MCTs in coconut oil can increase blood concentration of ketone bodies, which can help reduce seizures in children with epilepsy. The MCTs in coconut oil can increase blood concentration of ketone bodies, which can help reduce seizures in children with epilepsy. Adding MCT oil to certain people's diet had marked reduction in the frequency of seizures, and has been shown in several clinical studies to have a similar efficacy as a full ketogenic diet. 7. It raises HDL, good cholesterol. Coconut oil contains natural saturated fats that increase HDL, good cholesterol levels in your body. They may also help turn LDL, bad cholesterol, into a less harmful form. By increasing HDL, many experts believe that coconut oil may boost heart health compared with many other fats. Coconut oil reduced total and LDL, bad cholesterol, while increasing HDL, compared with soybean oil. Several adults showed that following a diet program that included coconut oil raised levels of HDL, good cholesterol, in people with coronary artery disease. Coconut oil can raise blood levels of HDL, good cholesterol, which is linked to improved metabolic health and a lower risk of heart disease. But what's interesting about coconut oil is that it also gives good HDL cholesterol a boost. Fat in the diet, whether it's saturated or unsaturated, tends to nudge HDL levels up, but coconut oil seems to be especially potent at doing so. 8. Protect your skin, hair, and teeth. Coconut oil has many uses that have nothing to do with eating it. Many people use it for cosmetic purposes to improve the health and appearance of their skin and hair. Studies show that coconut oil can improve the moisture content of dry skin and reduce the symptoms of eczema. Coconut oil can also protect against hair damage. One study shows that it may work as a weak sunscreen, blocking about 20% of the sun's ultraviolet (UV) rays. Oil pulling, which involves swishing coconut oil in your mouth like mouthwash, may kill some of the harmful bacteria in the mouth. This may improve dental health and reduce bad breath, though more research is needed. People can apply coconut oil to their skin, hair, and teeth. Studies suggest it works as a skin moisturizer, protects against skin damage, and improves oral health. While it may still surprise most, some people are beginning to realize that aside from kitchen counters, coconut oil definitely deserves a spot in bathroom shelves and bedroom vanities as well. You've probably heard of all the health benefits coconut oil can do for your body: improves digestion, fights infection and increases metabolism, just to name a few, but exactly what about coconut oil makes it just as beneficial for your skin and hair? Coconut oil is rich in fatty acids and antioxidants that help prevent aging and damage to our skin and hair. It also has antibacterial and antifungal properties that help keep skin healthy and fight skin allergies and yeast infections that may be responsible for rashes, dermatitis and thinning hair. 9. Boost brain function in Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of dementia. It usually affects older adults. This condition reduces your brain's ability to use glucose for energy. Researchers have suggested that ketones can provide an alternative energy source for these malfunctioning brain cells to reduce symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. The authors of a 2006 study reported that MCTs improved brain function in people with milder forms of Alzheimer's disease. Yet, research is still preliminary, and no evidence suggests that coconut oil itself combats this illness. Early studies suggest that MCTs can increase blood levels of ketones, potentially relieving Alzheimer's symptoms. There have been some claims that coconut oil could be used as a treatment, or even a cure, for Alzheimer's disease. However, there is currently not enough experimental evidence to back up these claims. The claim is based on the theory that the brain cells of people with Alzheimer's disease are unable to use glucose to produce energy properly, and so the nerve cells starve. Some believe coconut oil may act as an alternative energy source for the brain. 10. Helps reduce harmful abdominal fat. As some of the fatty acids in coconut oil can reduce appetite and increase fat burning, it may also help you lose weight. Abdominal fat, or visceral fat, lodges in the abdominal cavity and around your organs. MCTs appear to be especially effective at reducing belly fat compared to LCTs. Abdominal fat, the most harmful type, is linked to many chronic diseases. Waist circumference is an easy, accurate marker for the amount of fat in the abdominal cavity. In a 12-week study in 40 women with abdominal obesity, those who took 2 tablespoons 30 milliliters of coconut oil per day had a significant reduction in both body mass index (BMI) and waist circumference. Meanwhile, a 4-week study in 20 men with obesity noted a reduction in waist circumference of 1.1 inches (2.86 centimeters) after they took 2 tablespoons 30 milliliters of coconut oil per day. Coconut oil is still high in calories, so you should use it sparingly. Replacing some of your other cooking fats with coconut oil could have a small weight loss benefit, but the evidence is inconsistent overall. May help reduce harmful abdominal fat. As some of the fatty acids in coconut oil can reduce appetite and increase fat burning, it may also help you lose weight. Abdominal fat, or visceral fat, lodges in the abdominal cavity and around your organs. The bottom line, the oil derived from coconuts has a number of emerging benefits for your health. In order to get the most out of it, make sure to choose organic, virgin coconut oil rather than refined versions. For losing weight, is to consume less calories than you burn. It really doesn't matter what you eat, just make sure you work it off. Do you know any other health benefits of coconut oil? Put your comment below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video. Ma salama.